It's October 31st, and today's quote is entitled, "Conquer Yourself." Before you conquer anything, you will first need to conquer yourself. There's so many devotees have been in Krishna consciousness for a long time and are not satisfied with their level of advancement. They were hoping they would be more Krishna conscious by this time. And it's just a reality we can't deny, that in order to be Krishna conscious, we have to be able to conquer ourselves. Vacho vegam, manasa krodha, mind, anger. Jiva vegam, udara pasta vegam, belly, genitals. Etan vegam, yo vishaheta dhira. We have to be able to control the mind, the body, the senses. If you want to go out and achieve real success in the world, especially in the world of Krishna consciousness, I mean, you have to be controlled to achieve success anywhere. What to speak of in Krishna consciousness? If you want to, and Krishna says, you can't control me if you don't control yourself. What to speak of just being successful materially? You want to conquer Krishna. The goal of Krishna consciousness is to conquer Krishna, isn't it? Krishna becomes a plaything in the hands of his devotees. Krishna submits to love. The goal of Krishna consciousness is to achieve love. How are we going to achieve love? We can't even conquer our own mind and senses. So we think, I'm going to do big service, I'm going to make the world Krishna conscious. Yeah, well, get this thing under control first. Because if you don't, when you achieve some success, this thing is going to go ballistic with pride and you're going to fall. And we've seen it so many times. If this isn't controlled, if the heart isn't controlled, if the senses are controlled, when opulence comes in the form of praise or followers or wealth or resources, if we haven't conquered ourselves, we're not going to be able to handle it. And Krishna really appreciates and really looks to utilize the abilities of devotees who've conquered themselves. Krishna says, you can't conquer yourself, you can't conquer me. So if you want to be used as an instrument in the Sankirtan movement, if you have conquered yourself, then Krishna's will can work through you, because Krishna can trust you that I will empower you and you will utilize it, and you will not be distracted by the power I give. You will not become proud of the power I give, but you will totally utilize it in my service. You will totally utilize it to help other people, because you have controlled your senses. And that's why that verse says that apimam sarvam pritivim nasisyat. He could make disciples all over the world. I mean, what does it mean to be guru? It means someone comes to you to learn Krishna consciousness. Someone comes to you to serve you as a reciprocation for the instruction you're giving. Someone bows down to you in humble submission. Unless you are controlled, you can't take that position. And Prabhupada wanted us all to be gurus. That's one of Prabhupada's ambitions, is that all his followers, all his disciples and grand disciples and followers in the future would be gurus. And gurus means exemplary, and exemplary means one who is controlling himself. So to fulfill Prabhupada's desire to become guru, to become example, to become teacher for others, obviously we have to be that example. We have to be able to utilize the energy that they give us without 1 ounce of desire to exploit them, to get anything from them, other than to give them Krishna consciousness. So we don't conquer ourselves, especially in Krishna consciousness. How will we be successful? Because Krishna consciousness depends on self-control. Preaching depends on self-control. So it's like the other verse from the other day, the other quote from the other day, what's inside manifests outside. So you always have to start with yourself. Therefore, sadhana, most important. What is the most important thing you can do to help another conditioned soul become Krishna conscious? The most important thing you can do is be more Krishna conscious. Your service for other people is to become Krishna conscious, because the more Krishna conscious you are, the more compassion you'll have, the more realization you'll have, the more energy you'll have to help people. The more you can be of service to others, the more you have Krishna consciousness. So our greatest service to the world is to give ourselves Krishna, to conquer our mind and senses, to advance spiritually. It's the greatest thing we can offer the world. If we all become Krishna conscious, not all of us, Prabhupada said 1% could change the world. So you become Krishna conscious, you become part of that 1% or 5%, whatever Prabhupada said. You become part of that small percentage of people that can become Krishna conscious, and then you're going to help become that small percentage of people who can change the world. Conquer yourself, conquer the world. Hare Krishna.